While primary day is over, ballots are still being counted, but the Benton County Auditor's Office is full speed ahead to November. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma starts us off with some of the work that still needs to be done.
Benton County Auditor Brenda Chilton says 281 ballots are being challenged. Chilton says ballots get challenged when there are no signatures on the ballot or the signature doesn't match the signature on record. Another challenge reason? They didn't meet the deadline to submit their vote. Chilton says late votes won't be counted, but if you had a signature error, there's still time to make your vote count.
We notify the voters and we let them know that they have an opportunity to cure that problem before the certification of the election.
Chilton says although some votes have been tallied up, not all are accounted for, and until they are, it could still be a fair game for some races.
We always say that there's always a possibility that the numbers can change from election night up until there's just not enough ballots left that it could sway one way or the other.
Chilton says there's a certain percentage levies and bonds need in order to pass.
So most bonds are 60% supermajority, but levy lifts, and in particular the one that we had on our ballot last night, which was Fire District 2, I believe, we generally defer to the districts to, they make that final determination as to whether or not, based on the results of the election, it qualifies. But we do ask for that information from them ahead of time, and their indication that the Fire District 2 was a simple majority, meaning 50% plus one.
Chilton says once everything for the primary election is finalized, it's all hands on deck to prepare for the next step.
We'll begin preparation of a number of things. They'll start programming and designing the ballot for the general election. They will start assembling the information for the voters pamphlet. We do partner with the Secretary of State in the statewide voters pamphlet for the general election. So our local information will be combined with the state information for a combined voters pamphlet.
Chilton says election season comes with a price tag to it.
Well, elections aren't cheap. A countywide election is running about $500,000 in Benton County, and so what happens is that cost is shared between all of the districts that have an election.
Once you receive your general election ballot, Chilton says, the key to having your ballot count is to match your signature on your return envelope to that on your voter registration record. Reporting in Benton County, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Monique, we appreciate that. Thank you. By the way, if you haven't registered to vote and want to vote in the general election, they say you have up until Election Day in person at 8 p.m.